Right, folks, I see Tommy Robinson has been arrested yet again, though let out on bail. I think he gave somebody a crack about a week ago at Luton Airport. Remember Luton Airport? I remember Lorraine chased with that one. About a week ago. Went away for a quick break, came back, and I believe they've arrested him as he's got off the plane. I think they held him overnight, or only for a few hours. I say he's been since bailed. And he's saying to the police he wants them to release video footage. I think they've got video footage that we've not seen. Now, I did read about a week ago when this happened, you've got a picture of this guy poleaxed on the floor. You've got Tommy Robinson about 10 foot away looking at him and whatever else. And I read that this fellow was giving Tommy Robinson all this and really, really going at him. And I think Robinson's warned him if he carries on, he'll give him a crack. I think he's carried on and he's given him a crack. He's gone down like a sack of spuds. Don't know whether seriously hurt or theatrically. I don't know. They were saying he was seriously injured and went to hospital, but he was out pretty quickly. So you've got to, the fact that old Mr. Robinson is now saying to the police, please show footage that you've got, makes me think, is it all part of the witch hunt for old Tommy Robinson there? Now, I've said before, folks, I've done about 3 videos on Tommy Robinson. Before we go any further, can't say I'm in his camp, can't say I'm not. Nothing for or against. Although things I've heard and things I've seen make me think that there is a conspiracy against the fella. And things I've heard and things I've seen make me think he's not the racist that everybody's saying that he is. But I could be wrong. I've had folk call me a racist in the past. One only about 3 or 4 days ago. A fella called the Bet Watchman, but he don't know his ass from his elbow. I'm as far away as you can get from a racist anywhere in the world, folks. I really am. If old Mr. Robinson is keen on taking those off the street, those that abuse young girls, be 'em white people, dark people, Pakistani people, whatever they may be, I'm in his camp. That doesn't make him or me racist. We don't want anything to happen to the young girls there, but taking this on its own and to its merits, I mean, at the end of the day, what I think of, he's gone and got on his plane and shot off. He's come straight back. He's let them arrest him. He's not doing a run. He's not hiding from the police. He's not staying abroad. He's come back. He was probably coming back anyway to face the music. He's been arrested. He's been bailed. And now, as I say, he's saying, let footage be shown. And I'm thinking, is it like the Manchester Airport deal a few months ago when we had those, were the Asian, Pakistani chaps getting knocked about a bit by the police, and it looked all really, really bad, and it looked shocking, and everyone's saying, oh, that's not on. Myself included to a great extent. And then video 2 comes out and you see them knocking 7 bells out of 2 police officers who were ladies, broke one woman's nose. They've since said when it went to court they didn't know they were women. I think you can tell, to be honest with you. I think you can tell. And I'm thinking, well, we had one video there that we all saw. Then further down the line we had another. Is it the same here with Tommy? And then I'm thinking to myself, tell you what, it's only 3 or 4 days ago, 5 days ago, we hear that these 2 migrants, 2 boat people, come over here, completely abuse a young 12-year-old girl. I won't say fully what they've done, but it starts in R and ends in E. It's a 4-letter word. Because if I put that on here, it doesn't get. It gets cut by YouTube. So they've done that to this young kiddie and probably ruined her life. And it's been covered up by the police and by the council and whatever else, and now it's come to light. So we've covered that up. But now it's come to light. But anything with Tommy Robinson, there's no covering up at all. The day that he cracked the fella, it's all over social media and all over the different news outlets within 24 hours. He gets arrested a day or 2 ago, all the news outlets within 24 hours. And I'm thinking, is it not one rule for one and different for another here? Something seems to stink to me. I mean, they definitely have it in for the fella, whether he's right or wrong with everything he says and does or not. They've definitely got it in for this fella. There's no doubt about that. But when it comes to our coloured brethren, it seems to be a different rule that we're living and working under, which seems to me quite unfair. Anyway, we'll see what goes on from it. We'll see if there is any other video evidence. Maybe the fella that got a crack deserved it, because you can only push a fella so far, and I'm not saying I believe in violence, The guy could have fell and hit his head. Anything could have happened. I get all of that. But if he was giving it loads and loads and loads to old Mr. Robinson, and if Mr. Robinson said, look, please stop, I'll give you a crack, people have got to know when to stop in some instances, and you never know. Tommy himself might have been worried for his own safety. Not life, but safety. The other fella could have hit him. In this day and age, a fella can have a weapon, you can have a knife, you can have anything. In this day and age, anything can happen out there. The streets aren't what they were. Well, it was an airport, it's not the streets, but you know where I'm coming from, don't you? You know where I'm coming from. Right, I'll love you and leave you. I'll get on. What do you think? Do you think there's one rule for one different for another? I think there probably is, you know.